to Etika. I first want to start off by saying Etika is not a clown. Those of you online calling him a clown are the fucking clowns. I next want to say that I'm disgusted by the level of immaturity, the toxic behavior of people online, and those of you egging this type of behavior on. I'm disgusted. Shame on all of you. And I hope you live with this for the rest of your lives and remember this, that you helped take a part in causing this. I've seen some of people in his comments on Twitter egging him on and helping him plan a date to have a mental breakdown. Guess what? The date that was supposed to be his mental breakdown is actually the day he killed himself. And it disgusts me. I never made a video about this shit, even though I followed it all the way, and I reached out to him many times and spoke to him many times. I met Etika on my birthday 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and that's all I wanted to do for my birthday was to meet Desmond. And it didn't happen in the way that I expected it to happen, but it happened. And ever since that day, I have followed and checked up on him and made sure that he was good. He stopped responding, stopped answering. The thing is, that's crazy about it, is that you guys kept egging him on with this type of behavior. And I know some of you are gonna be like, not me, not me. There are a couple of you who honestly were just fans and just supporters and making sure that he was safe and his well-being was okay and that was it. But there was a vast majority of you spamming his chat, calling him a clown, calling him this, calling him that, all these different names and talking about his breakdown nonstop, to the point where he actually made a video and said, "I'm sorry for making myself a clown." Can't believe you. You're the clown. We have to stop sending so much negativity to people on social media and thinking social media is just a joke. It's not a joke. What you say matters. If you don't believe what you say matters, check out the rice experiment. Not only do our words have power and our words can affect things physically, something that is auditorial, like sound, can actually physically affect something. Check out the rice experiment. It shows that anything that has water within it, words affect it. And you're probably like, well, I don't want to watch the video. I'll just summarize it for you real quick. In the video, a scientist shows for 30 days straight, he has a cup of water, 3 cups of water with rice in each one of them. Same amount of water, same amount of rice. To one, he writes on it, "Fuck you." On the other, he writes, "I love you." And the other, he just ignores it completely, says nothing to it. Every day, he walks up in the morning and addresses each cup with what is written on the cup. "Fuck you," and he feels the intention of "fuck you" for real. "I love you," and tries to feel the intention of "I love you" for real, and then ignores the other one and gives it no attention whatsoever. By the end of the 30-day challenge, what ended up happening was the one he said "fuck you" to rotted all to shit. It turned horrible, disgusting, moldy as hell, nasty. The one he ignored rotted a little bit, but not as much. And the one that he said "I love you" to turned into rice wine. That is proof that what we say actually matters. And you need to think before you speak. This is all that I want you guys to get from this. If you're going through something on social media, take a break from social media. Do not get online if you're going through something mentally, physically, etc. And think before you speak to people. What you say actually matters. I feel like you guys are the ones responsible for this. Like, you're the ones that drove him to kill himself, because all the clown talk and all the comments and all the negative shit surrounded it led him to believe that it was not worth going on anymore. And it's fucked up. Let me say something. You think that he's mentally ill because he believes that he's a god? We're all gods. We have every single atom, every single element, everything in the universe is within our body. We have the ability to destroy a mountain or build a mountain. We can create and destroy. We can give life. We can take life. We can do everything that God can do because God is within all of us. God is energy. To believe that you are energy, what is wrong with that? Does that mean you have a mental illness? I guess I got a mental illness too. I guess many people out here have mental illness. I guess Hindus have mental illness. I guess Buddhists have mental illnesses because they believe they can reach enlightenment, which is a godlike state. It's crazy that you guys think that. I think you are the ones with mental illnesses. I would be wrong to say that it's only your fault that he killed himself, though. I mean, let's be real here. He obviously played a part, a very big part, in doing it himself. And he took drugs and ended up having a psychological breakdown. So that's obviously not anyone's fault but his own. And he continued smoking marijuana, smoking weed the whole time that he was going through this mental stuff, and that literally does not mix well. I've seen people have like schizophrenia, psychosis, and stuff like that from smoking weed too much or too often, or just doing it and their brain can't tolerate it because it just doesn't mix well with them. So that's partially his fault for doing that, and I can't say that it's all your fault, but you guys did play a big part in helping him kill himself. And I think that that is fucked up, and I hope you live with that decision for the rest of your life. One of the things that I think potentially also played a role in him committing suicide is that his older brother committed suicide a couple of years back. And I think that that really influenced him a lot, because if you guys remember, he talked a lot about the stargazing and, just, I believe that if somebody has something personal happen in their life and they try to get over it, and they try to move forward online, that we shouldn't pull them back to that situation and remind them over and over and over. And the thing that really just destroys me inside is that he tried to get over it, and he was fine. And he was fine for a while. I don't believe that he committed suicide while he was in an episode. I believe that he committed suicide as someone that was just fed up with what everybody was saying about him and with the stuff that he did previously, and was embarrassed by it. And it really sucks. It really sucks so bad. And I just want to say, man, I'm really sorry to his entire family. And I wish it wasn't like this. This honestly feels like a really bad episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I mean, that game is already really bad, but this feels like even worse. And like I was telling my girlfriend, I don't think I'm ever gonna look at Smash Bros. Or my Nintendo Switch the same. It doesn't even feel the same. It's weird. It's like darkness surrounding it, if you know what I mean. Another point that I wanted to make is that you guys remember when FouseyTube was on top of, when Yusuf was on top of the car screaming at Keemstar, telling him how powerful what he says to him is, and how he wanted to kill himself because of what Keemstar said to him. You guys got to realize that words actually matter. They actually it doesn't matter what the meaning of the word is. The words carry power. They carry the energy with them. You tell somebody, you say some things to somebody like to off themselves or something, it can actually trigger them to do that. And we need to keep in mind that and try to be more mindful of the things we say. Social media, like I told you, can be a powerful tool and positive, or it can be extremely negative. It's just up to us how we use it. Really quickly, for those of you that don't know what happened, I don't really want to say what happened, but I'm going to just summarize it really briefly. Last year, Etika had a couple mental breakdowns and whatnot throughout the year and into this year. And then it ultimately led up to him taking his own life. And that's pretty much it. He put out a video on YouTube, a suicide note video, where he pretty much apologized to everybody for embarrassing himself and stuff, and apologized to all his friends and family that he blocked as like a goodbye note. And the thing that's even crazier is that he scheduled the video to be released after he did what he did. So if you don't know, there's an option on YouTube where you can schedule a video to release at a certain time, and he scheduled the video to be released at a certain time after he already had jumped off the bridge. And so nobody could actually help him or save him. Nobody could actually stop this. Unless you're a mind reader, you couldn't have stopped it. And I mean, for those of you close to him that's probably blaming yourselves or wishing that you did more for him, a lot of people tried to do everything they could. And he even said in the video he's sorry that he didn't take our help and didn't, listen to us and accept the help. And like I told you, I don't think there's anything that anybody could have did to stop him, because it was something that was obviously well thought out and planned. And yeah, that's it. And in closing, I'd like to say to you guys, think before you speak. You don't really know what people are going through in their mind, and the things you say can really have a powerful effect on someone's life, whether it's positive or negative. And some people, like my girlfriend was telling me, some people actually loop their thoughts. So you say something to them, they not only did they just hear it once, now they hear it 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 plus other times in their head, because they're thinking about it over and over and over and looping it. And just think before you speak. That's all I gotta say. And take care of yourself, guys.